Dave Eaveson, and I'm a slackliner.
Well, it's a bit like people who do yoga and stuff like that, or even when I used to climb, that when you're doing it, you sort of start to forget about everything else that's going on around you. So when you're on a trick line and you're jumping about and bouncing around, you're just having a good time, and you're just so focused and caught up in what you're doing that that's it, that's all you're doing, and everything else, like through the day, is anything that's like harassing you, annoying you, upsetting you, anything that's on your mind, all just drifts away, and you just like focused on what you're doing. It's more like a meditation rather than when you're like walking and stuff, because when you're bouncing around, obviously it's quite dynamic, and you're like looking where you're going, and you sort of like get your adrenaline going and that. Like your body's reacting, but it's not always like when you get into like your little zone, it's not like your body's sort of reacting to what's going on. That's doing it automatically, and your brain, although it's sort of going through the motions of keeping you in the right place, like say you're just empty-headed rather than like say like thinking about stuff like when it's wobbling, you're not thinking how am I going to stay on, I need to go this way, I need to go that way, I need to go that way. Your body just starts doing it all for you. Like you see, I'm starting like doing it now with my hand. Yeah, you sort of like just get into that zone where that's it, you're just thinking about slacklining, nothing else. It just like totally just like relaxes you. So, and you do obviously have moments where you're walking and you like it'll wobble and you have to like catch the line or something, like not with your hands, but you sort of like wobble and you sort of go to fall off and you sort of like catch it and reset yourself. It was sort of like born really within the climbing communities, where over in America, if you go up into like the Yosemite Mountains, a lot of it sort of started there in sort of like the late 60s, early 70s time, where it was webbing, like what we used to slackline on now. And they'd stretch that, say like between two bollards or two trees or whatever they could find. And then they started like stretching that, and then they just started getting longer and longer and longer and higher. And people like they'll walk past and you'll see people explaining to other people like, oh, they're slackliners, and you see them do all this hand motion like that where they and you see they're just like, oh yeah, they walk on it and bounce around and this, that and the other. And people are coming over like, asking about it and talking about it.